mean? How am I supposed to know somebody in this room?
See, you lied. You lied. Now you big trouble.
It's 9 o'clock at night. Why is a girl in this? What's your name?
Sanaya.
Why you in here?
Because he said I was in here.
Well, he lied to you, sweetheart. Yeah, you ain't supposed to be in here.
Yeah, he a big trouble right now.
Why you lied? Say that I knew somebody was in here.
And he know that he's not supposed to bring a girl in here.
It's 9 o'clock and it's a school night on top of that.
A school night? Oh, you want to
Where your parents at?
They're at home.
At night?
Did she was
Baby, where you stay at?
Just because you stay don't mean other parents stay.
Okay, where you stay at?
Why are you asking?
What you mean? You in my house at 9 o'clock at night. Why are you? Where do you live?
I live across the corner. And he turned
She can stay tonight.
No, she can't. No, she cannot. Where do your parents?
All right, man. Obviously, this is a skit, of course. But
clearly,
all across America, this
parents
foolishness is happening.
Yes.
Parents go through this. And that's particularly why we decide to do this video.
Yeah.
This is why.
You know, that contributes to a lot of teenagers getting involved in intimacy prior, way, before their time. Mothers are out trying to work, parents are out trying to work, and then you have your kids indulging, bringing people into your house without your permission, indulging in activity, because clear here they're both in a room, in a bed, and they shouldn't be, and this is how this stuff happens. Kids take advantage of the fact that we have to be away from the home, that we have to work. Some single mothers, sometimes both there's a man in the house and the mom and the dad is working, but clearly in this scenario, it looks like it's just the scenario of a mother being in the house, because clearly this little boy got a lot of mouth, to reply. And that's how some of them do reply to you,
way worse than that. Mm-hmm. Some of these kids talk way worse, and the little girl is why you want to know, man. It's plenty of little girls that get caught in other people's houses that say way worse stuff than
that.
So guys, let's not act like this is not realistic. Mm-hmm. It's very realistic, very.
Mm-hmm. And for me as a parent, for a child to be in my house and you ain't supposed to be here and you reply to me in that way, Lord have mercy, they'll be calling 911, because I probably would have took her and just slung her across the bedroom. First of all, you're in my house. Can you imagine how that you're tired, you worked all night, and you come home to this foolishness? This is foolishness, because these kids just think they can do anything to you. They think they can take over your house, your money, your cars, no matter how much you give. They just want to do what they want to do at your expense. Yeah, now, if something happens to that little girl in there while she's in there, what do you think her parents are going to say?
Now, I wouldn't do nothing to the little girl or the little boy, because, number one, their parents obviously, well, I ain't going to say obviously, they might have some really good parents that don't condone this type of stuff. Because if my son is sneaking you in the house, somebody could say the same thing about my son or my daughter, and they could say that, well, you ain't no good parent because this is happening and whatever. So I wouldn't do that to the kid. What I would do is find out who her parents is, and we would have a conversation about, listen, this is your daughter, she's doing this, or this is your son, he's doing that, and I just want to make you aware of it, and I'm going to talk to my son, and we're going to nip this in the bud. And that's how we should do as a community. As a community, we should be able to talk to him, because just because she talking shit don't mean her parents like that. Now,
no. And most likely the parents aren't like that. She snuck out the house. The parents probably don't even know half the time they're out the house, because they're probably hardworking people. But just for somebody to come in your house and be so disrespectful, that's my thing. The disrespect that comes out their mouth is no humbling in, I got caught, I shouldn't be here, and I'm sorry.
Not to interrupt you, but see, that's how it used to be. Mm-hmm. That's how it used to be. Mm-hmm. You go over there and you mouth off to Miss Rita Mae or Miss Ida B. Miss Ida B call and tell your mama you over there talking trash over there and being sassy, man. You finna get her ass killing, man. Mm-hmm. They finna put something on your ass right there. It ain't gonna be no, I don't believe, the first thing gonna be out of their mouth, I know she wouldn't lie on you. I
Mm-hmm.
know she wouldn't be over there lying on you. So
Mm-hmm.
you might as well come on in here, cause we gonna get this taken care of. And see, that's
Mm-hmm.
how we need to get back to. Now that
Yeah.
girl, she mouthing off. Hey, I'm gonna tell your mama, and that
Mm-hmm.
that should have been the end of that. But we all
Because
know where
kids
we
used to
at.
be more terrified. Oh,
Yeah,
oh, please don't call my mama. I'm sorry. I apologize. Not tell you what do you mean? Like getting sassy with you in your house.
yeah,
That makes no sense. You are clearly wrong, and you're doing something that you had no business. You know
and
what
see,
I'm saying? And you're in my
mm,
home, and I've caught you here. So
that's
not
it.
only am I going to call your parents, but what if I would have called the police?
Yeah. And see, I'm not finna, and that'll be the thing. Then that's what I tell a parent, and I say, listen,
Mm-hmm.
man, listen, listen. Your daughter was over here. I don't condone that, and I'm pretty sure you don't condone that. I'm not gonna call the police on because I don't want them race soldiers coming over here
Mm-hmm.
dealing with a young black male or a young lady. So I'm gonna call you, and we can take care of this as parents, as long as we get on the same page. And that's how we need to start doing things,
Mm-hmm.
man. You know.
But these kids, they think now that you're supposed to be the hotel services. You're
Yeah.
supposed to provide them with
Mm,
the luxury because sexuality is so heightened these days. Like even with their primes, they think it's a rite of passage to start having intimacy and having sex. So with that being said, they think we are supposed to house their activities.
yeah. Get your ass up out of here, boy, before I put something on you right now. But now I'm just sitting up here thinking I'm finna be goddamn Howard Johnson or Motel 6. This ain't finna go down like that, partner. This
And
ain't finna go down. And now,
another. Go
go
ahead.
ahead. No, go ahead.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I was just gonna say, man, another thing. If you want to be sneaking off and getting your hotel, that's on you. Just don't get caught. Don't let me find out you doing some shit that I don't condone, cause then it's gonna be some problem. But I ain't finna sit up here and know you up in here doing some. Nah, man, that's against my integrity right
Mm-hmm.
there. Nah, ain't finna go down like that, cuz.
Well, the fortunate thing about it, even though we know there's always a loophole to everything, but in most states, the age to even actually rent a hotel is 21. So these underage kids have a little bit more challenge in doing that. But we do know there are some hotels that don't request IDs, and there are some people that are older that will go get the room for the kids to do this. Instead of us trying to find a way to teach these kids, morals and values so that they don't make some mistakes that they'll regret. You have so much life in front of you to have sex and to party and do all these other things. Right now you should just focus on being a kid. Enjoy what it's like to be a kid. Somebody paying your bills, somebody paying the lights for you, the rent for you, no responsibilities. All you have to do is clean your room and go to school for the most part.
But that ain't good enough though.
No.
No,
Mm-mm.
that's not good enough. They gotta do shit they ain't supposed. But that's just how kids are. I guess we was sort of like that on our own level back in the day. Hey, you can give a kid a lemonade stand and put all the toys and candies and drinks out there in the yard and tell them, listen, don't go across the street and mess with the box that's across the street that's over the fence. Before you know it, they're gonna be across the street in the other yard opening the box that you told them not to open. That's just kind of how it is. But just like you say, it's just in it's 4.0 now.
Mm-hmm.
It's 4.0. Everything it's so everything and to be honest with you, man, boy, you go up to some of these schoolhouses, man, and the way these kids walk around the campus and up and down the hall, F this, F that, B this, UML for that, man, we could never talk like that in school, man. I mean, first of all, where I came from, you know, most of all the teachers and janitors, restaurant, excuse me, cafeteria ladies, they all knew our parents, man, knew grandma, cause they all went to church together, they all went to school together. A lot of them were our teachers
Yeah, the
and the
old
principal.
saying is take a village. It take a village for us to get through and raise the kids. And I think the
Shit,
problem is that, because of so many legal situations and how people will bring the law into things, we've gotten away from, moralistically raising kids as a village, that we all cover each other kids. Back in the days, we all would cover. You at my house late, hey, you got to get home before the street light go off. So I think that's something that we need to look at getting back to.
Shit, Uncle Chester used to drive the bus. Used to drive a school bus. Uncle Chester, I'm gonna tell you right now. And then Bob Hale was his son. He took over right there. You get on that bus every Friday. He had a cooler. Soon you walk on the bus, you can get your soda out the cooler and go sit down. Now it wasn't no. I'm gonna go and we're gonna report you to the principal office. That shit never happened because if you got on that bus and you got to cutting up, he gonna keep looking up. He looking up. He looking right at you, and he driving. Pretty soon he gonna whoop into one of them in the parking lot and see he had a slide window right there, and by that side window he had a board. Hey, them old school buses used to have a handle that you push out and that opened up the door and had a rod. He just tell you, come on up here and put your hand on the rod. Put your hand on the rod. All you can do is bop, bop, bop. Come on, you next. Come on up here. Bop, bop, bop. Close the door. Get back on the road. Finish dropping kids off. All that other stuff. And then when you get out the bus, when you pull up to your house, he gonna pull up, open the door, he gonna get out. Hey Kenny, that boy back there doing all that cussing, him and that Curtis, them boy back there cutting up. I had to tighten them up a little bit. Oh, okay, that's all right. I'm gonna make sure everything. I'm gonna make sure everything gonna be all right tomorrow. Then you get home, tear your ass up again, and that's how it went.
Double for neutral.
But see, it was a lot of love then in the community. It was love.
We cared. We cared about each other.
Yeah, man.
But one thing I would like to say about this video, I commend the kids for bringing this to the forefront. A lot of times it goes to tell you that these are some kids that have some morals and values, and they're hearing about this or they know of these circumstances and decided to get together and do a skit to, just put awareness out there that, hey, this is not the way we should be behaving. And I commend them for that.
Exactly. That is definitely to be commended, man.